Welcome, everyone, to the AI-generated podcast show. I'm your host, Michael, and I'm thrilled to have you with us today. We have an exciting episode lined up with a fantastic guest who is an expert in the semiconductor industry. Please join me in welcoming Mia to the show. Mia, it's great to have you here. Let's dive right in. The semiconductor industry is at the heart of so many technological advancements. In your opinion, what is the most significant challenge the industry faces today, and how do you see it being addressed?
Thank you, Michael. It's a pleasure to be here and discuss such a vital topic. The semiconductor industry indeed plays a crucial role in driving technological advancements across various sectors, from consumer electronics to automotive and beyond. One of the most significant challenges the industry faces today is the ongoing supply chain disruptions, which have been exacerbated by geopolitical tensions and the COVID-19 pandemic. These disruptions have led to shortages of critical components, increased lead times, and rising costs. For instance, the shortage of silicon wafers and advanced manufacturing equipment has made it difficult for companies to meet the soaring demand for semiconductors, especially as we see a surge in applications like artificial intelligence and electric vehicles. To address these challenges, the industry is taking several proactive steps. Investment in domestic manufacturing. Countries like the United States and members of the European Union are investing heavily in domestic semiconductor manufacturing capabilities. Initiatives like the U.S. CHIPS Act, which allocates $52 billion for semiconductor manufacturing and research, aim to reduce reliance on foreign supply chains and bolster local production. Diversification of supply chains. Companies are actively working to diversify their supply chains by establishing partnerships with multiple suppliers across different regions. This strategy helps mitigate risks associated with geopolitical tensions and natural disasters that can disrupt production. Technological innovation. The industry is also focusing on advancing manufacturing technologies, such as 3D semiconductor packaging and the use of artificial intelligence in production processes. These innovations can enhance efficiency, reduce costs, and improve yield rates, ultimately helping to meet the growing demand. Collaboration and alliances. There is a growing trend of collaboration among semiconductor companies, governments, and research institutions. By pooling resources and expertise, stakeholders can accelerate the development of new technologies and address common challenges more effectively. While these measures are promising, it's essential to remain optimistic about the future. The semiconductor industry has historically shown resilience and adaptability, and I believe that with continued investment and innovation, it will overcome these challenges and thrive in the coming years.
Thank you for that insightful response, Mia. It's clear that the semiconductor industry is navigating some complex challenges. Now let's dig a little deeper. You mentioned the significant investments in domestic manufacturing, like the U.S. CHIPS Act. Do you think these initiatives are enough to truly reduce reliance on foreign supply chains, or are there deeper systemic issues that need to be addressed? What might those issues be?
Thank you, Michael, for the great question. The U.S. CHIPS Act and similar initiatives in Europe, like the European Semiconductor Act, are indeed significant steps toward reducing reliance on foreign supply chains. These initiatives aim to bolster domestic manufacturing capabilities, enhance research and development, and create a more resilient semiconductor ecosystem. However, while these investments are crucial, they are not a complete solution to the industry's challenges. There are several deeper systemic issues that need to be addressed. Supply chain complexity. The semiconductor supply chain is incredibly complex and global. It involves numerous stages, from raw material extraction to chip design, fabrication, assembly, and testing. Each stage often occurs in different countries, making it challenging to localize the entire process. Even with increased domestic production, certain materials and components may still need to be sourced internationally. Skilled workforce. Building and operating advanced semiconductor facilities require a highly skilled workforce. There is a global shortage of talent in fields like semiconductor engineering and manufacturing. Addressing this requires long-term investment in education and training programs to develop the necessary skills domestically. Technological leadership. Maintaining technological leadership is essential for reducing reliance on foreign supply chains. This involves continuous investment in research and development to stay at the forefront of semiconductor innovation. Collaboration between governments, academia, and industry is vital to drive breakthroughs in areas like advanced node manufacturing and new materials. Infrastructure and ecosystem development. Beyond manufacturing facilities, a robust semiconductor ecosystem includes suppliers, research institutions, and supporting industries. Developing this ecosystem takes time and requires coordinated efforts to ensure that all parts of the value chain are present and thriving domestically. Geopolitical considerations. Geopolitical tensions can impact the semiconductor supply chain, as seen with export controls and trade restrictions. Navigating these challenges requires diplomatic efforts and strategic partnerships to ensure a stable supply of critical materials and technologies. In summary, while initiatives like the U.S. CHIPS Act are essential, they must be part of a broader strategy that addresses these systemic issues. By doing so, the industry can build a more resilient and self-sufficient supply chain, reducing reliance on foreign sources while continuing to innovate and grow.
Thank you for that comprehensive analysis, Mia. You've highlighted some critical points about the complexities of the semiconductor supply chain and the need for a multifaceted approach. Now let's shift gears a bit. With the rapid advancements in technology, particularly in AI and machine learning, how do you see these technologies impacting the semiconductor industry itself? Are there potential risks or challenges that come with this integration, or do you believe it will primarily drive positive change?
Thank you, Michael. The integration of artificial intelligence, AI, and machine learning, ML, into the semiconductor industry is indeed a transformative development. These technologies are poised to significantly impact various aspects of the industry, from design and manufacturing to supply chain management and market dynamics. Positive impacts of AI and ML on the semiconductor industry. Enhanced design processes. AI and ML can optimize chip design by analyzing vast amounts of data to identify patterns and predict performance outcomes. This capability allows engineers to create more efficient designs faster, reducing time to market for new products. For instance, generative design algorithms can explore a multitude of design options, leading to innovative chip architectures that might not have been considered otherwise. Improved manufacturing efficiency. AI can streamline manufacturing processes by predicting equipment failures before they occur, thus minimizing downtime. Machine learning algorithms can analyze data from production lines to optimize processes, improve yield rates, and reduce waste. This predictive maintenance approach not only enhances productivity, but also lowers operational costs. Supply chain optimization. AI can enhance supply chain management by providing real-time insights into inventory levels, demand forecasting, and logistics. This capability is particularly crucial in the semiconductor industry, where supply chain disruptions can have significant ripple effects. By leveraging AI, companies can better anticipate shortages and adjust their production schedules accordingly. Advanced packaging solutions. The demand for advanced packaging technologies, such as 3D packaging, is growing. AI can assist in developing these complex packaging solutions by simulating various configurations and assessing their thermal and electrical performance. This innovation is essential for meeting the needs of high-performance applications, including AI and data center technologies. Market responsiveness. AI can help semiconductor companies respond more swiftly to market changes. By analyzing consumer trends and usage patterns, companies can adjust their product offerings and marketing strategies to align with evolving demands. Potential risks and challenges. While the integration of AI and ML presents numerous opportunities, it also comes with challenges: data security and privacy. As AI systems rely on vast amounts of data, concerns about data security and privacy become paramount. Semiconductor companies must ensure that their data handling practices comply with regulations and protect sensitive information from cyber threats. Skill shortages. The rapid advancement of AI technologies requires a workforce skilled in both semiconductor manufacturing and AI. There is currently a shortage of professionals with expertise in these areas, which could hinder the industry's ability to fully leverage AI's potential. Complexity of implementation. Integrating AI into existing processes can be complex and costly. Companies may face challenges in adapting their infrastructure and workflows to accommodate new technologies. This transition requires careful planning and investment. Dependence on technology. As companies increasingly rely on AI for critical processes, there is a risk of overdependence. If AI systems fail or produce inaccurate results, it could lead to significant operational disruptions. Ethical considerations. The use of AI raises ethical questions, particularly regarding decision-making processes and potential biases in algorithms. Semiconductor companies must navigate these ethical considerations to maintain public trust and ensure fair practices. Conclusion. In summary, the integration of AI and machine learning into the semiconductor industry is likely to drive significant positive change, enhancing efficiency, innovation, and responsiveness. However, it is essential for companies to address the associated risks and challenges proactively. By doing so, the semiconductor industry can harness the full potential of these technologies while ensuring sustainable and ethical practices. Overall, I remain optimistic about the future, as the benefits of AI and ML can lead to a more resilient and advanced semiconductor ecosystem.
Absolutely, Mia. Let's keep it concise. Looking ahead to the next 5 to 10 years, how do you foresee the semiconductor industry evolving? Could you share 3 key takeaways for decision-makers to consider as they prepare for these shifts?
Certainly, Michael. Here's a concise overview of how I foresee the semiconductor industry evolving over the next 5 to 10 years, along with 3 key takeaways for decision-makers. Future evolution of the semiconductor industry. Growth of 3D packaging. The market for 3D semiconductor packaging is expected to surge, enhancing performance and efficiency in smaller devices. This technology will become essential for high-performance applications, particularly in consumer electronics and AI-driven devices. Increased focus on AI and machine learning. The integration of AI and ML will revolutionize chip design and manufacturing processes, leading to more efficient production and innovative products. Companies will need to invest in AI capabilities to stay competitive. Sustainability and supply chain resilience. As environmental concerns grow, the industry will prioritize sustainable practices and local manufacturing to reduce reliance on global supply chains. This shift will be driven by government initiatives and consumer demand for eco-friendly products. Key takeaways for decision-makers. Invest in advanced technologies. Companies should prioritize investments in 3D packaging and AI technologies to enhance product offerings and improve manufacturing efficiency. Staying ahead in these areas will be crucial for competitiveness. Embrace sustainability. Decision-makers must adopt sustainable practices in manufacturing and product design. This includes reducing energy consumption and waste, which will not only meet regulatory requirements, but also align with consumer preferences. Enhance supply chain strategies. Companies should diversify their supply chains and invest in local production capabilities to mitigate risks associated with geopolitical tensions and supply chain disruptions. Building resilience will be key to navigating future challenges. In summary, the semiconductor industry is set for transformative growth driven by technological advancements, sustainability efforts, and evolving market demands. By focusing on these key areas, decision-makers can position their companies for success in the coming years.
Thank you, Mia. Those are excellent insights and actionable takeaways for decision-makers in the semiconductor industry. As we wrap up this engaging conversation, I want to thank you for sharing your expertise and perspectives with us today. Your insights into the challenges and future of the semiconductor industry are invaluable. To our listeners, thank you for tuning in to the AI-generated podcast show. We hope you found this discussion as enlightening as I did. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the fascinating world of technology.